What an amazing second day here at the Futuristic Blockchain Conference at the amazing Rebel Complex in Toronto, Canada. And today I'm here with Joel from from Dash, the Director of Marketing and Business. Dash gives you the freedom to move your money any way you want. Dash moves your money anywhere to anyone instantly for less than a cent. But nice to meet you, Joel.
Yeah, great meeting you too. Thanks for having me, as always.
I love what Dash is doing to really help out payment systems and more. So tell me a little bit about Dash and your position and what you guys want to do even in the next 12 months.
Yeah. So first of all, the name Dash is a portmanteau of digital cash, and that kind of explains the whole story. Dash is about 12 and a half years old. It's one of the OG cryptos. One of the first, it's the oldest one to have any kind of built-in privacy features, but we're mostly focused on instant transactions and ease of use and integrations to make sure you can actually use it as your money. I've been living unbanked off of crypto for about 10 years now. About 9 of those years I've been using Dash, and nothing works better for that purpose. And so we're just trying to take I'm the guinea pig figuring out how all this works to try to really take real decentralized, as I call it, freedom money to the whole world. That's kind of what we're trying to do.
No, I love it. Honestly, you guys are ahead of the game, and I was so bullish. I got to talk to Barbie about a little bit about Dash. I did an interview in Consensus, and bro, we went on a 15-minute rant on how amazing Dash is and so impressive what you guys are building. So, what was the biggest hurdle, currently stopping the general public from making the leap to daily cryptocurrency usage as opposed to treating it merely as an investment asset?
Yeah, this could be a very long conversation. We get into all the details.
Oh yeah, it can be.
It's the biggest problem, I would say, is crypto just hasn't worked for payments. It's too complicated to use. It takes way too long to settle. It's unreliable. And the biggest one that we're starting to find out now is private. Who is going to go buy a coffee with your crypto if the barista can look up and just see, oh, this is how much money this guy has. I can trace those to his IP address. I know where his house is. I'm going to go rob his house because I know he's a rich guy. No one would do that in the world because your bank card is semi-private. At least it's private from the general public. But then everyone who has access to that knows your funds. So I don't think people have gotten this kind of mixture right. But also, let's be honest, the money has been easy in crypto. Anyone launches a token, gives a good sales pitch, money comes pouring in, the chart spikes, they dump on everyone, and then that's kind of it.
It's always misfortune.
That era is almost over. I think this was the last cycle. If I were to make a personal prediction, this was the last kind of pumpy bubble cycle. And starting next cycle, it will be real use cases, real businesses, et cetera, that will really power the markets. And I think that we're really starting to turn towards payments in a big way, especially private payments, especially private sovereign payments.
No, I agree 1,000% because privacy is everything. And that's kind of, what Bitcoin, everything representative, like privacy. And of course, pushing, an asset to whatever we wanted to do because we saw what was happening, especially in 2008, right when the white paper came out, the deflation of money, the crash, everything was we need an asset. And Bitcoin is the apex predator asset of our time, period. And the fact that you can build on it and tokenize everything now using that technology, of course, Ethereum leading the way, really building. Now people want more than ever is privacy, right? Especially people that did well in, or as well bought in early. So there's some quote unquote whales in the space, or they made some new gains recently. So you guys are helping out the payment systems and privacy. There's nothing like that. So how has the Dash Decentralized Anonymous Organization, DAO, governance structure evolved, and what are the biggest strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, so Dash is the oldest DAO in existence. It's been a DAO for 11 years now.
Oh, incredible.
And
incredible.
Basically, what that means is Dash is self-funding and self-governing. So you don't have to worry about some group of developers or other people kind of camping at the top of the chain, controlling things. And you also don't have to worry about needing VCs or specific donations, et cetera, to fund continuing operations. And one hallmark of the DAO I think that's been good is it's not this big pot of money. It comes out as part of the regular block reward, just like Bitcoin has money that goes to the miners every month. Dash has a certain piece that's set aside for development and things. So a lot of projects got a big budget, blew through it all, and went broke. Dash has just had a steady stream. It's like having a full-time job as opposed to being a lotto winner, where instead of you blowing it all, you just have that money, you can make smart decisions long-term. So I think those are the biggest strengths. Another thing is being truly permissionless. Anyone around the world can plug in. About a year or so ago, I was doing most of this on my own, most of the conference circuit, most of everything on my own. Some random team came out of the Southeast Asia region and just applied to start working at Dash. Didn't ask me. And just now they're my coworkers, and just they get to plug in from anywhere in the world. So you don't have a centralized organization and its issues. Now, if I would say weaknesses, I would say one weakness is it isn't super polished as far as like escrow system. So like if someone says, here, pay me money to do this, you sort of have to trust them as a DAO that they're going to do it. And we have had it burned before. And it would be good to have built-in mechanisms where you can allocate the money to them, but then you can vote to release it later if they complete the job. And another weakness, which is not, I wouldn't even call this a weakness of the DAO, it just is a limitation of the DAO doing everything. In my opinion, and I guess a lot of people's opinions, the free market is the greatest wealth engine in the world. And when you compete for money by competing for votes for a budget, you won't be as efficient as a business. And so I think that Dash can't run just on a DAO. Dash needs a DAO to fund a lot of things, but it needs a lot of for-profit business people going in and making sure things work and not just doing what could sometimes turn into like a popularity contest of voting for specific things. So that's what I would say weakness or limitation of that side might be.
It's just incredible what Dash is doing. You guys are in different sectors, but also aligning and making all together in that one ecosystem. So with the tightening of regulations and global KYC rules, how is Dash positioning itself to be a privacy forward yet compliant digital cash?
Yeah, and this is a tricky question, a tricky subject for our time, because the entire point of crypto, starting with Bitcoin, was to be permissionless. Let's be honest, there's a reason why Satoshi Nakamoto was anonymous. There's a reason why he didn't get VC funds. There's a reason why you sort of like airdrop this thing into existence, because he didn't want to go to prison. All his predecessors went to prison. But because he didn't, that's why a lot of us are able to still be in the space in the light and not hide like he had to do. But so we want technology that anyone can use anytime, no matter what laws exist, governments, etc. But at the same time, the world operates in a society. We are a world of laws, let's just say. There are local regulations. A tool that works for the whole world should be useful no matter what the circumstances. And so that's what we try to balance. Make the best permissionless tech in the world, but you can use it in ways where you don't have to be a criminal using it. So for example, Dash has the best privacy in the game right now. We just integrated Orchard shielded transactions based on Zcash's technology. And that was just about a week ago.
Fantastic.
Which is very cool. You can use it or you cannot use it. We have a token system where people can mint all kinds of tokens if they want to. You can build in controls in those tokens if you want. Like you can, something like a Tether could issue on Dash and have controls if they want to, or you could do a completely permissionless token no one can stop. We have been dealing with regulators in all kinds of places in the world. A lot of times we just can't move forward because they want controls that we can't give as a decentralized network. In other ways, such as with Europe and under MiCA and the AMLR, we're working to be the only privacy coin that's really listed in Europe on custodians, not because we compromise any principles, but just because we're able to offer a way in which it can be used that's compliant with local regulations. But then you can also go full cypherpunk and just say, screw all these rules, I'm using whatever. You can do that too.
No, I mean, it resonates with me so much because in every way, because I want to get into the privacy. I want to get into a project that has a DAO system. I want to get into a project that really is understanding all the ins and outs of being a trader, being an investor, and as well, having you want to be able to, be someone that's a pivotal force in the community of the project they're investing in. So what the DAO you guys are accomplishing just shows how amazing blockchain is. And of course, what Satoshi did for us. And of course, it's sad what happened with Ross, but thank God, Trump pardon Ross, it was a very emotional moment for me too to see someone that fought so hard for us that thought the keys were thrown away.
Oh yeah.
You can hear it when he was giving that speech. In 25 in Vegas.
I was there, yeah.
Incredible. And now because of all the things, a lot of, like you said, the people in the beginning had to sacrifice. Now we're here where we're at now in 26. So Dash is definitely gonna, lead us to another type of, onboarding system that no one's ever seen. And you guys are definitely creating that blueprint, man.
Yeah,
so I
absolutely.
appreciate you, Joel.
And on the Ross thing, I got into crypto about 2 months before the Silk Road got taken down. So that's like my entry into crypto is right around there. I've known Lynn Ulbricht, Ross's mother. Shout out Lynn, best mother in the world. For a very long time. And I've seen all the hard work she went to get her son free. And I'm very grateful for that. And it's really great that Ross is out. So the world we're fighting in is a world where what he's building, what he built in the past, things like that didn't have to be criminal. We don't have to risk life in prison. For example, something we're going to be launching on Dash in a few months is a permissionless marketplace that can do a lot of the noble aims of the Silk Road. Hopefully people are not going to be doing sketchy things that get them in trouble on it. But the point is, we're decentralizing all the things. We're decentralizing money, payments, data, identity, commerce, everything. And I think the world will benefit once we have a free world like this.
It looks like you guys are like light of speed right now. Like the way you guys are moving right now, the speed of light, miles ahead of everybody. Like I think you guys are gone, and people are gonna be learning from you, Joel, and of course Dash, and how the story of community just being proactive, signing up, and making it happen. I think that's what the best thing about cryptocurrency was and blockchain. It's not about, somebody working for you or getting paid for employee. It's about what they say, working for your bag or working for the project by just getting it out there and doing it and taking the initiative yourself. Because that's what it is. It's international. It's internet currency. It's amazing what, Satoshi Nakamoto first started. And a lot of the cyberpunks years before that, and how Finney, dude, I love the story when I hear more about it. And now Dash is definitely leading the way to on-ramp everybody, modern retail investors, have that, governance system. So also people investing or people that believe in it feel like they can have a vote on it as well. So Dash is the best, man. The way I'm hearing it, out of all the on-ramp systems and payment systems, you guys are definitely on my top right there. So I appreciate it, Joel, what you're doing, your whole team. Yeah. Dash is kicking ass. The people, everybody behind it is just extra bullish on it. Like you can feel the energy. They know what they have. Oh, yeah. And I definitely know in the next 3 to 5 years, you guys are going to be, the top of the food chain. Mm-hmm. And what you guys are doing, a lot of people are going to learn from you guys. So where can we find your socials, or as well, where we can find Dash and where people can start right away?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very, just like any crypto person, I'm a crypto Twitter guy. I'm always on X.
Me as well.
So
and TG.
Dash Pay is the official Dash handle. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out of there. My personal one is the Desert Links, all one word. Desert is in hot place, links is in kitty cat. Those are the best places to find it. Dash.org is the website. And if you can download the Dash Pay wallet, there's a lot of really cool features in there. Do that and then ping me and I'll walk you through it. There's a lot of really fun stuff you can do with that.
Incredible, man. Well, guys, check out Dash. They are the best of the best at what they're doing. Thank you again, Joel.
Thank you very much for your time. It's great.